Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Fallingford Financial. Just an update here on Senseonics. I've talked about this one a couple times here on the channel before. As you can see, I have shares. I've had them for a while. This one looks like it's having a pretty decent day, so I heard some information come out, so I thought I'd quick do a video about it. But back to Senseonics, ticker SENS. Here's kind of a look at what it's done over the last 3 months. Had kind of a nice run up, 237 to 527 on the 16th, and then basically got a 50%, almost a 50% haircut there in less than a month. And here's what it's kind of done over the last month, kind of the same action up and down for the last week, and here's what it's doing today. So up 8.5%. And so I've had this one for a while, ticker SENS. I have 10 shares here at $1.55. This one, if you don't know what it is the implantable continuous glucose monitoring system for people with diabetes. So if you're diabetic, you might want to check into this company, or if you're not diabetic, you might want to check into this company. There's tons of people with diabetes out there. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. But average volume at 24.47 million and $847 million market cap. Not the greatest ratings here on Robinhood. Hold of 43 and a 29% buy. Here's a look at their earnings, and they have earnings expected after June 8th coming up. Here's kind of some of my history. 474 was canceled, 259, 165. So you can see from January 19th, the run up here to the 20th, and the run up here on the 17th. And I bought mine on the 19th at $1.55. So can't remember how I first heard about this one. Might have just been an alert. It's been too long now. But here's a different look on MSN Money, Senseonics. Currently showing a buy. Here's the day's range. Previous close. Market cap of 969 million. Mulling Senseonics Holdings. Beware what lurks around on the balance sheet. This is just dated on the 26th. Is getting a lot of chatter these days. The maker of glucose monitoring products is having a strong year in the markets. SENS is up 111% year to date through April 22. The price is down as of 5% for the day. At one point in the year, SENS stock traded at high is 556, down 65% from its 2021 high. Here's doesn't make it a buy the dip. Here's why that doesn't make it a buy on the dip stock. Sorry. So it began working on its Essence continuous glucose monitoring, or CGM, in 2010, according to a January 2016 article by Moby Health. Had 239 patents issuing 37 in the United States and another 111 pending worldwide. And December 2015 merged with ASN Technologies, a public traded company formed a year earlier to design location-based mobile application. The completion of the merger marks a significant milestone for Senseonics as we debut as the public company, backed by a group of highly regarded investors who support our pursuit to commercialize our continuous glucose monitoring system. Fast forward 5 years, now I can tell you why I checked the accumulated deficit of Reddit-backed companies. It's because Reddit followers don't seem to understand or care what an accumulated deficit actually is. It's the opposite of retained earnings, somewhat that Warren Buffett absolutely loves. When you accumulate losses over many years, excuse me, you build up an accumulated deficit on your balance sheet. Now, if you go on a major roll at generating massive profits over the extended period, your deficit is erased, and in its place you have retained earnings. So it kind of gives you some information on that. Senseonics Holdings is currently 2.56 above its 200 period moving average. What does this mean? This is dated a couple days ago on the 26th. Traded high on 423 at 256 gain and closed the session at $2. So they're a medical technology company focused on the development and commercialization of long-term implantable continuous glucose monitoring. On the first Senseonics Compensation Committee granted 5 new non-executive employees non-qualified stock options to purchase an aggregate of 62,000 shares of the company's common stock. And feel free to pause and go over the rest there for yourself. This kind of goes over the results of trading session. Contributed over to shares trading hands over 1 week. The market cap for SENS is $834.40 million. And what do top market gurus say about Senseonics Holdings? So 1 to 5, 5 would mean a strong sell, 4 represents a sell, 3 indicates a buy, and 2 indicates a buy. The new note of the price target was released on March 5th, 2021, representing the price target for Senseonics Holding. The average true range of Senseonics is set at 25 cents, or the price to sales ratio of 12 months of 170.29. Here kind of goes over the recent performance, deeper insight into the fundamentals. Feel free to pause and go over that information there for yourself. And if you're into lithium, I've talked about quite a few different lithium stocks here on the channel as well. SENS stock forecast for 2021 still looks hot with a 159.6% increase. Again, this is dated on the 26th, kind of some of the same information we've already went over, so feel free to pause and go over that information there for yourself. Trading and the projections and forecasts. Why SENS is an attractive investment right now. This is just dated yesterday. Traders pay close attention to intraday price movement. Should you know that it fluctuated between $1.97 and $2.26, so you could trade this one if you did it right and make a little bit of money. PE ratio in 12-month period was 0. 5-year monthly beta 0.42, examining a 52-week price action. 52-week high of 556, low of 35 cents. The stock has suffered 23.26 in value. And feel free to pause and go over the rest of this there for yourself, kind of some of the information that we've already went over. This kind of goes over earnings report. Again, kind of some of the same information we've already touched on, so feel free to pause and go over that. Over here to Reddit. Promoted is booked. Campaign funds. Watchdog alleges and ethics complaints. Let's see here. Over to StockTwits, currently at 228. Back from the dead. Let's go. So I come across something and decided to take a look at SENS. I hadn't looked at it for a while, and looks like everybody's still bullish on here, so I thought about doing an update on it. $7 end of the week, I'm calling it. Wow, that would be nice. Awesome day, only down 23% now. Nice close, so still lots of bulls on SENS. Lovely day. Waiting for 7. And let's see if there's anything here on tip ranks, but that's about all the information that I have on SENS. Currently at 228, shows a hold, projection of 317 with a 39% upside, high of 4, low of 250. But if you have Senseonics, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis and how many shares you have. That would be interesting. And if there's any other stocks you're looking at that you want a video done on it, I'd be happy to look at those as well. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. That would really help out the channel. And hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green.